Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2, Divide et Impera as Rome. Things are heating up here in the Mediterranean. We have just begun the blockade of KARALIS, while we aim to raid our way through the island of Sardinia as we push down to bring the siege on, led by Decimus Junius Brutus. However, we were met with a slight bug, where we couldn't actually raid, but we can do it now that the game has been reloaded, so the raiding is in full effect. Now, we've seen that Carthage are reacting. There's been rumblings across North Africa and Iberia. They have conquered the Editani. Our most favored trade partner has been wiped out by our most hated enemy, I suppose. We have an army stacked here of transports heading out possibly towards KARALIS to defend it. Another army now chilling in Tarica. We have 3 armies here on the north coast of Africa. 2 more central, 1 here right in Carthage, mustering fresh troops, 1 out at sea, aiming straight towards Sicily while our client state defends the beachhead. And then we have 3 client states belonging to Carthage, full stacked, defending the Isles, possibly waiting for transports themselves as they look out towards the beach from the shore, or look out towards the sea from the shores. So 1 belonging to Maysisli, 2 belonging to Massili, and another Maysisli army here that our spy is keeping a good eye on. That's the situation we find ourselves in. We have our army of Lucius Julius Libo waiting here between Panormus and Acragas. Panormus has fallen ill. We had an event that I didn't really dwell on, but there is disease, plague, pestilence ravaging the countryside and ravaging this town. Interrupts provincial growth. Lowers public order. I don't know if we can be affected by that. I guess we'll just have to see. We're not going to leave the area should we spread it, which would be even worse. We have another army on the way down from Italy. Legio III Sicilia, so Sicily, the Sicilian Legion. Even though, we're raising them in Rome, we're sending them out, but this is where they were planned to be stationed. So they're making their way down there. That's being led by Agrippa. Now, Agrippa is supposed to just be, it's a thankless little job presiding over Sicily while Lucius and Brutus went out there and did their things. But it does seem like, with the amount of armies that have been mustering, he's going to see his fair share of combat himself. Possibly even later down the line go to Greece. We'll see. On the Greek front, not much movement here. We've got our 2 client states. Everything's normal. We have the Epirot army chilling there. We have a new governor. This is called Legio IV Aeduatrix or something. Let's just name that something else. So we have Governor Cornelius Scipio. So this guy is Lucius Cornelius Scipio. Not confusing at all, because they're both Governor Cornelius Scipio. So we'll throw that L in there for the difference. And just so we can always spot these guys. Governor. There we go. All right, so he's now in his position, L. Cornelius Scipio. Anyway, people had mentioned in the comments that we should probably get another one of these, so I was having a look at different characters that we could use for such a position, this governor position where they slowly rank up their logistics and things like that to make the towns more efficient and cheaper, and yield better taxes and things like that. I was having a look here. The only character available to us who's not in the field at the moment is actually Marcus Junius Brutus, the brother of Decimus Junius Brutus, who's currently leading the army through Sardinia. He's actually a good fit for it. He's an academic in terms of his intellectual trait. If you remember, Taurus is where we have our academy. Not that that makes much difference, but it's kind of nice synergy to throw him in there. It might boost his intellectual trait even higher. It does say he starts at a higher intellectual trait tier, so that's nice. He's 39 though, so he's getting on a bit himself. But you never know, might be boosted even further. So we could give him a couple of items per chance, if there's anything that would work out well. A little bit of cunning, maybe. I think there was one here, this one, minor diplomatic bonus with faction-wide, so why not give that to him? It's a port city. He'll be in the port himself. He's welcoming people in. He's shaking hands. He's getting out there. He's welcoming all the various envoys coming from different places. It makes perfect sense, and you know it. A little bit of cunning. Maybe cunning would be alright. So what's this? Leon Toxiphalos. There are many ways to praise Mithra. I don't know anything about that. Alright, anyways, let's get him in there. So we'll raise a new fleet. So the reason I'm doing it as a fleet, it's free to get him. Oh, it's expensive actually on the ships. Quinquereme, Trireme, which one's the most cheap to upkeep? This one. In you go. Hop in there. The only negatives, he only brings down the public order by 1, so it's not too bad. It doesn't really count as a full fleet. So why is it a fleet, not an army? Well, we are capped. So in the summary screen, of course, we only have a potential for 6 armies right now, 3 fleets. So if he can sit there as an admiral for a while, totally has the same effect. We can build him up and he governs the town just the same, as far as I know. Now, speaking of money and things costing us a bit, with all these armies moving around, it's tempting to spend our money upgrading this army. As much as I want to do that, I think I'd like the challenge of defending the town as is. And we're going to save our money for one more turn. We get the next technology, which will complete the mission, which negatives 15% for construction cost, faction-wide, and will complete all of the building projects that we've been saving up for. So hopefully that'll all work out just fine. Other than that, I do not believe there is anything we're missing. We're nearly up to 8,000 in terms of the taxes in Rome. Feeling good there. These guys are deployed. Cool. Not much else to do then. Let's end the turn.
Coin would have my people see you in a new light.
I didn't even realize, but we're at war with the Volcae Tectosages. These guys here. I mean, I don't know why we're at war with them, but okay. Possibly something to do with Carthage. Either way, the Rutini are asking us for money to go to war with them. It's like, yeah, well, that would be convenient for you. I mean, it's on your border. You can deal with it if you like. They're a military ally of Massalia. It's nothing to do with me, so nice try, but it's not going to happen. Alright, I've seen a lot of Carthaginian movement. Mission successful. We have our reduction in construction costs for 4 turns. Faction joins your enemies. There you have it. The Volcae Tectosages. Research complete. Tax labor. A little bit of extra taxes from everybody. I think it was 2% growth and 2% taxes. Now, we now have 2 fleets out at sea. I say fleets, they are transports. These are armies sitting in the ocean. We have our 1 fleet that could obviously take these guys down. I think it's a little bit boring to constantly go after them at sea. There is an enemy fleet here, which I'd rather fight. That'd be a more interesting fight. However, taking out 1 of them might be reasonable. There is 3 of them crossing the ocean right now, so actually our attention is divided. That being said, we should really just focus on the fight at KARALIS anyway, so we'll do that first. Trap failed. Yes, so when the turn was ending, I had noticed that this character appeared, excuse me, and our agent, our veteran appeared in the place of our army, and they were doing battle of some sort. So our agent here has defended and obviously like succeeded at prevention of whatever the guy was trying to do, sabotage or something like that, so all good. Unseasonal conditions, an early spring in Latium, we like to see that. A late spring in Magna Graecia, we don't like to see that. It means that winter lasted a bit too long. Household has changed for Brutus, the Brutii, 11% tax rate and 1% one authority. 11 tax rate, eh? That sounds interesting. We just have a new governor down here. Perhaps, if he's part of the same family anyways. There he is. So what do we have? We currently have that diplomatic bonus. He's welcoming people at the port. Well, now he's taxing them. So 11% tax rate, I'll take it. Before I go with that, actually, a benefit to the tax rate up here would be huge if he is there. Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. Got to do that. Actually, right now, though, negative 8% building construction costs and temple construction costs. That's pretty good because we're stacking that with the bonus that we have active right now. Let's make sure that bonus is available. So in the summary screen, public works. A focus on public works and infrastructure, improving the efficiency and construction efforts across your domain. Negative 15% construction costs across the board. So we'll throw them into this place instead then. Just get a boost to the taxes for a couple of turns. Sorry. I have to click the actual army. Details. There and there. And what's his name? An enslaved debtor. He'll do great. He'll figure out how to get the money.
Ready for orders.
Let's have a look at other things. So, character personality report. Illus Cassius Canis. There he is with his extra cultural influence. He's become accomplished. He's practicing every day. And an unhappy populace at Corsica et Sardinia. That's alright. They're getting happier all the time. One of the negatives, actually, of attacking this place right now, you know, they still can't get to me. I dare say we build equipment before we attack this turn, because I'd rather let the public order get even better. There's only in our benefits to wait. If we could get closer to the town and continue to raid, I can't. Well, I'll begin the siege.
We take this settlement for Rome.
Right, oh my god, I didn't realize it'd be so easy. It's so ridiculous. Though, I mean, the auto-resolve is completely broken, but it probably would be quite easy. Not that easy, but easy, for sure. I reckon... Just get a ram. Can we get anything else? Oh, we don't have siege towers yet. I forgot about that.
Laying siege to the
Now,
settlement.
I guess the negative here is we'll take attrition, so maybe we should just commit to the fight, get in, get out as quick as we can. I just wish the public order wouldn't be so negative, because once you take this place, it'll share the public order with here, so it's going to go down quite a lot. We might have a rebellion, which will take my attention away, which gives these guys an opportunity to attack. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's have a look at moving our boy Agrippa down. He can get down to the boot of Italy, almost to the toe. Yes, I guess so.
Your next command?
Your next command? Now, if you swim around and attack this town, we're in a bit of a rough position here, actually.
Ready for orders.
Well, we got a garrison of 14. We can't see how much you can move for some reason because of your patrol stance, I guess. I at least know that they can't back you up. So you got 20 units. That ain't
Commander.
nothing. I could go with mercenaries to really just bolster a couple of extra units. Again, wasting this money that we've been slaving away to try and keep for so long. But I think I gotta do it. You know, just get something in there. And what do we have here? Sicilian mercenary spearmen. We don't need the cavalry, really. They're very expensive indeed. They're nearly 3 grand each. This is 7,000 just for these guys. But I think I have to do it. I hate it, pains me, but I have to do it. So you stay at Panormus to protect against multiple attacks potentially. You stay at Syracuse because they could attack by sea and just try to land in the city. And I'm confident the garrison's like all right, but depending on what they have, you know, just the sheer numbers, they might push through and win. Next turn, though, we'll be there. It'll be okay, but it's a bit too risky to leave it undefended. After all our efforts in building this place up, losing it would just be so painful. So it is what it is. Right, with the 23,000 that we have now, and we're about to get even more money should we... I can't loot the place. Definitely we'll have a rebellion then. Let's just have a look at what we can buy now that things are cheap. So we want to level up our resources for sure. I'd like to level up the research. Let's do that. I should probably call out how much these things are. It's kind of interesting. So we've got nearly 4 grand for the olive oil factory. To improve research, we lower our empire maintenance, improve some of the population. It costs food and it doubles the research, right? 5% to 10%. That building costs nearly 3,000. Okay. At Rome, we have the commercial ports that are ready to upgrade. The vineyards, 3,700, about 100 less than the other place. The fish resource, we were going down this chain. We have 9,000 left. This is 4,200 and this is 4,200. So we're going to get one of them. Oh no, we could just about get both. Now, what each one does. It increases the commercial wealth that we get from the area. And if you remember, we are modifying that commercial wealth in various different ways. So that'll be just great overall. And then when we get the edict for commercial stimulation, it'll go through the roof. So that's going to be great. We could also expand the town, but I'm waiting to expand Rome, not the villages. We'll do the villages later and get more out of the money out of Rome. So we'll double down on that. Now that costs us food, most importantly. We're going from 0 food costs with the current harbor to a -4. So it's going to be -8. This is producing 1 more than it had before, so it helps a bit, but not much. So these things have to be considered.
Ready for orders.
All right, that spends pretty much all of our money. It means no building growth or anything over here, but that's okay. All right, let's commit to the attack. I want to fight it out. I just think it'd be fun. Different city. We'll try to be quick about it. All we've got are 2 ladders and the fleet coming into port to land in there. So let's see how we get on. Alrighty, a nice clear day. Cool, so this is the layout of the city. We can't actually attack from the north. There's a big cliff. You can attack from the right side or the left side and even split your forces between the two, and our navy will be coming in the center. So this is, it's going to be a wash. But, let's just move. So we've got ladders. Yeah, these are the 2 ladders. We'll approach from this side, why not? And then send some of the troops. Tell you what, these Torini, they'd be perfect to come in on this side, burn the gates down, charge in with their armor-piercing damage, and all of that. So they'll come in from that direction. The Maritimes, they're fine. Who wants to go up over the walls first? Some of the Brutian infantry, our new Principes, perhaps? Should we? Do I dare? I'll tell you what, these guys can guide the ladders up. Once the ladders get to the wall, send the Principes up and over. What could go wrong? And we'll have a good zoom in and watch it all unfold as well, of course. Sorry, just trying to get this lined up a bit better here. I want to attack the wall somewhere there.
Ready for orders.
Now, we should be able to burn this gate also. We'll get our Brutian infantry. Lay them out like that. Oh yeah, we have the Principe Samnity late version. A little bit of a blue unit. Quite nice looking, actually. More experienced and heavily armed allied troops from part of the second line. Form part of the second line, sorry. On the flanks of the Roman center. Not my army. Although kind of, actually. They are in the second line right now.
In service to Rome. Ready and waiting.
We have the regular Principes here. These guys are going to carve through Libyan hoplites and things like that. They haven't had their reforms yet, I don't think.
Mandata tua.
Alright, what do we got left over? Our 2 cavalry units. Not much we can do with them. We might be able to bring them down along the beach if we ever get this gate open and into the city. So we'll stick them out here next to the little fishing camp that's out here. And the general, who's surprisingly 79% strength.
As you command.
As you command. And lastly, of course, sorry, the actual Principes that we're going to bring up as well. Yeah, we'll just march them down the center and they can then divide between the ladders. That'll be totally fine. Alright, let's just commit to the fight and get moving.
Riders on me.
These guys got a little messed up, actually. I don't know why.
Brave Romans to a man.
You go for the wall. Right. Can we... Oh, they've actually got some defenses here. Let's see if we can start to run up and burn the gates.
As you say.
What? Hang on just one sec. I can't burn gates? These guys can burn gates? The cavalry can burn the gates, but none of the troops. What? Hang on a second. I have not seen this before. Flying wedge, campaign stealth, hide forest, firewall moving. I have no idea what that's about. None of the infantry can burn the gates. Okay, well, I mean, I don't care. Burning gates is kind of a stupid thing anyway, but that was the whole point of putting these guys out here. Now they're trapped on the other side of the city. All right. Things got a bit more interesting. Oh yeah, the fleet. Totally forgot about them. Oh, I'm a gamer. So they landed their troops here and just ran in, and my cavalry didn't even spot them. Not that I really would have done anything anyway. Yeah, it's just some infantry. I wouldn't have bothered. Just leave them. Let them go in. They're taking the brunt of the hits down here. Oh my god, the javelins. Get this out of our way. Have we connected?
Spearmen ready for orders.
Yeah. Alright, you fall back. You did a great job. You're almost at the wall. So these guys will run up now and start climbing, doing their thing. And they've just touched the wall as well. So once they've dropped the equipment, we're good to like retreat them out of here. Alright, cool. So we get this sort of situation going on, just so we can start flooding in with all of these ships. And then maybe we can open up the gates for the Turini to come in from behind. We'll just look away from these guys, let them sort that out. Meanwhile, oh, the boys, they're up and over. Go that way. Oh my god. Javelins are coming in pretty nastily from this side of the wall. Nastily? That's a word. Yeah, just get involved. Right, let's get some extra troops up here. So what do we got? We could bring up some of the Brutian infantry. These guys didn't really seem to climb. Some of them went over, but not almost any other ones. So that's good. Love seeing that. Are they getting shot yet or anything? No. We'll wait to bring them in just for a little bit. Right, next set of units. Go. Go. That's good. These guys are already up and over. Okay, alright. It's not that bad. It could be worse. Just unnecessary losses, you know. Now, these guys are just missiles. They should just be getting cut down. Like, every one of our dudes should just be, like, destroying what we've got in front of them. I'm looking at this guy. He's going to get... That guy just nailed him in the neck. Come on, take him down. Come on, I want to see some match. There we go. I like to see it. Still waiting on this guy to do something. He's just pretending to fight. I mean, he's in the fight, let's be real, but he's not. Oh my god. Oh, I thought he went down. I thought he was going to go. He's putting himself actually... Oh, shit. The other guy, I gotta say, his friend, Varenus, he is fucking cleaving through them right now. And they're actually, speaking of cleaves, they just have clubs and stuff. Alright, the other troops, the Brutians are almost up. Let's get another set of Brutians up there. Right, let's land some troops in there, huh? And we could rapid advance these guys. It looks like, you know, there's a couple of units just guarding this gate. I guess they can see them, but there's no way for us to get in. So it's actually been an interesting distraction tactic, whether we meant to or not. Now, if we could run along the wall and down and open this gate, you know, our cavalry could come in as well. I didn't even check this part of the wall, but they're making it up here totally fine and fighting much better, I must say. Oh my god, that felt personal, that one. I looked him right in the eye. Oh my, speaking of right in the eye, jeez. Oh, our boys are out. That was really quick. Good job. Ooh, I just realized that tower is probably firing on us from here, is it? Surprisingly not. Okay, might be just out of range. Got some missiles over here. Can we go engage them? Or maybe we should just back off to here for a sec. Next 3 ships can come in once these kind of don't go through the land. Good. Once they clear out of the way, I was going to say. Just going to get out of the way of those guys, and then... Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just tell them to land. Right. Another group. Up you go. Up you go. The gates have been not captured, but like decapped, so no one owns them anymore. Neutralized, I guess would be a better word. Ah, the rest of our troops, so that takes the towers offline, so we can move up now. Archers are coming in. Throw your peeling. God, that guy got like 2 right in his shield. Oh my god, they're tossing him back. Let's go.
To the shore. Off the boats.
Nice. Good job. Yeah, there are towers firing at us actually. Nothing too crazy just yet. Gotta be weary. I want to go that way and open up the gates for the Turini, not go towards them. Not really. Fights up here are doing totally fine. Can we hop down now? We've actually captured that tower, so let's see if we can just get down out of here now. Oh my goodness. I think we're destroying a lot of them, to be honest. Jesus Christ. I thought like maybe they were doing some damage to us, but not really. There, they've broken. Let's see if we can take that tower. Because they are just hitting us now from the side. 3 more ships, please. These are going to be missile ships that come in now. So obviously the balance of power is super in our favor. We could probably break them before even opening up the gates on the other side, thinking about it. Let's hop down now out of here. Tell one of them just to go straight for that unit. These 2 can just get down. Gates will be open soon enough. I have no doubt. Come on, he's wide open. Oh, the guy in the back just clutching his chest. Oh, that guy's down. And that guy's down. Oh my goodness. Jesus. That guy just like, he's just like, oh shit. Oh man, he's after getting involved. Oh, another one, same move. Oh, they're basically done, aren't they? Let's go that way. Usually go as quick as possible, really, because that's a lot of missile units they're just going to throw on us if we don't. Ah, these guys. navigate over that way, please.
On watch. Roma Invicta.
Yeah, they've just chilled out this way. I mean, I can see why, but they don't know that we can't get in, I guess.
Principes. Double tie. Melee infantry. Quick march.
I'm just doing that to widen the formation before we run. So whatever formation you were last moving in is the way you'll attack. So that's often why I move and then attack, because you just want to like make sure you're spread wide and these guys can get a good like surface area to engage in rather than bunch up on a really small bit.
Italian swordsman.
I can navigate around this side now as well, maybe with these guys.
As you command.
I love fighting in and around the streets as well. I just think it's always so cool having buildings in the background. I love, sometimes the atmosphere just hits you.
Men of Italia. Italian swordsman.
How are we doing down here? Yeah, totally fine.
Missiles awaiting targets.
How are we doing on the walls? Yeah, they're actually, because the unit's so small, actually, they're able to get up and down off the walls really quickly and now, you know, kind of turn around them without any of the pathfinding issues. Dividend at Impera the mod increases unit size beyond what they normally would be, which is why I think you get so much pathfinding errors.
Advance.
Love this dude. The officer, I guess. He's got his little special shield and giving the little orders. Their general's just chilling at the town square, I guess.
Men of Italia. Ready and waiting. Forward. Keep it up.
Can we repel cavalry? Defensive formation? What does that do? Improves morale and defense but lowers attack. A hollow square. Improves defense against cavalry and flanking infantry. Well, that's really only if the cavalry's kind of circling around you, isn't it? They'll be fine like this. Alright, just get up against the wall, man. Let's check on how their general's doing. Yeah, totally fine. His morale's about to break.
General, advance.
And this has gone offline, so that's good. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Our cavalry can move up. Not that it matters now, but it'd be nice to get that gate open just for funsies. So let's bring these guys up behind. I mean, if their general was smart at all, right, he obviously just would have ran down into our missiles and cleared them completely, but he didn't want to move off his point.
Ready and waiting. Jupiter gives us strength.
It's about to be GG. Alright, GG. Alright, good night. It was super easy. We only lost 300 men. 298, most of whom probably came from this unit, really. The fleet looks pretty much untouched, which is good. So loot for 14,000. It's so damn tempting. It's like an instant rebellion, though. But it's so tempting for the money for all the building. But I'm just going to go with the occupy and hope we can avoid a rebellion.
Ready for orders.
So that's a newly completed province. It's negative 63 with a negative 3 overall. Our fleet is now free to move and engage their fleet or their transports. It would be tempting to take down one of their armies at sea. And we'll leave these two to see what they can do. Or, I mean, the smart play would have been to not get the mercenaries and go for this guy who's closest to me. Damn, that would have been good. I had no idea I could reach that. That's so far across. I mean, they're the ones that pose the real threat. Now, if a fleet were to come up here, these guys can't reach KARALIS anyway, so that's fine. I reckon, yeah, we'll go for the one that's has the most potential to do damage to Syracuse, even though we did pay for those mercenaries, but whatever. Even if it means just kicking them out of here and they move off, that's still a win in my books. One thing we could get here, though, is improved holes, so let's do that. And on these as well. Alright, let's go. They're in patrol stance. I don't know if they can back off or not. They can't. Now this is super easy. Although I don't know. Should I fight it? It just we'll just auto resolve it, right? We already did a super easy fight. Let's just auto this one. See how it goes. Okay, good. Because sometimes you'll go up against just an army of transports and it's like 50-50 and it's like, well, what the hell is this about? And like, you know, we took a bunch of losses and would that really happen? No, but it's okay. We had one easy battle. I think it's fair. Enslave, ransom, I'd say enslave.
We still have a good wind.
Now,
Fleet reporting.
I would love to get in there, but unfortunately we're just a bit shy out of being able to do that. We'll get as close to it as we can, I guess. Oh, we are still replenishing. That's good, at least. So at least something's good come of it. So we've upgraded the fleet, classes 1 Ferrata. And just stronger missile damage for our ships. That's fine by me. Seemingly all we could get anyway. Now, Cursor is leveled up as well. I reckon, yeah, just keep focusing on these things. So, ramming bonus. Movement range bonus. Missile bonus. Authority, size of the commander's unit. That one, excuse me, maybe not so much. Upkeep for all ships reduced. I think that would be actually kind of important. It's tempted to go again with the increase to the shots and naval marksman, but we'll just lower the ship costs a bit further, I think would be good.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, so the assault ships are the ones that took the damage. The missile ships are fine. The experience is getting really good for these guys. But we've defended Sicily for a little while longer. Now we're paying a lot of money to keep these guys going. We'll keep them just for 1 or 2 turns. See if they're needed. If not, we'll disband. Just depending on what hits us. Yeah, I can't be seen to recruit a unit and then... It's so weird. It's like a sunken cost thing. It's like, well, I paid for them. But I do have to pay for them each turn. So getting rid of them now just feels wrong. But it probably is the right thing to do. But I think we'll leave it just in case. Okay. The grip is on his way. Cool. So we have KARALIS. We now need to convert this building to an allied state. Yeah. And then subsequent buildings can be dismantled or destroyed or whatever. We can get rid of the military ones for sure. A -5 relations here is not that bad, really. Considering we just conquered it. How is it that good? Oh yeah, we still have the event from the lady that visited here, right, to promote games. And then we're converting the culture all the time. So culture-wise, we are at 33, gaining 2.5%. It's good. If we were to tax, even just right now, the place will make about 700. That's okay. Meanwhile, we have our generals, and we have a new technology to get. So we got one in construction. I suppose maybe go for the others in construction. Growth, sanitation. We've been getting plagues, so yeah. I suppose so. Water sluicing. Please do. Anything else going on anywhere else? Faction encountered, troops recruited, province under control now, newly captured regional bonuses in KARALIS. What do we have in KARALIS? Anything particularly good? Just at a quick glance, nothing major. A 10% reduction in naval recruitment costs. That's okay. Nothing that I'm seeing that's being like abnormal compared to other major cities. It looks pretty much what I'm used to, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Tribute collection edict, -1 public order. I don't think that's an edict that we can use. Tribute collection? Yeah. Alright, let's leave. Whoa, I just realized something. An unhappy populace. Oh, right, I thought it said negative public order. I was going to say, does that a bad public order makes more worse public order? And then it still has the +10 from games. Got it. Alright, GG. Did we level up our general, actually? Cursor. Yeah, we did. We did that already. This is all done. Alright, let's end the turn. See how Carthage react. Trade agreement dissolved with the Veneti. No way. Who took them out? The Inisur... Oh, no, the Nori. Oh, right. Okay. Nori. Let's learn a little bit more about them. The Nori. They're at war with Nervii to the north. RDA, basically Illyria. And the Veneti, who still exist, but they exist as an army without a home. I don't know what the rules are about that. Like, obviously, when we defeated... I don't know, when we defeated certain nations, I can't remember who. Even if they had an army, it would just wipe them out. Like, they'd just disappear. It's like, oh, they're gone. Like Syracuse, right? They had an army somewhere, but we took the town. That was it. Syracuse were dead. But they have an army and they get to live on without a town. I don't know what the rules are about that. Is it a barbarian-only thing? Maybe. Veneti, not happy with us. I don't blame them. We didn't really help them. Not that we had to. We were trading. That was it. I still want someone to kick out Massalia out of Italy so we can go north easily. Otherwise, we have to go to war with them. Which would suck. But we kind of would have to. Anyway, let's focus on what Carthage are doing. So, enemy transports there, enemy transports here, enemy transports here. So 3 armies in the sea, another army in the sea over there. So 3 of them full stack, 1 of them quite low down. Enemy fleet here in the Cothan, 14 units. So that would be one we'd actually have to kind of somewhat worry about. Especially now that some of our ships are weaker. We could go for these transports to just knock them out. I just feel like it's a little gamey. It's a bit too easy. The AI is so dumb. I just feel like it's stupid. So maybe we'll just try to replenish for a turn or two. And if they're still there, like, I'll go. But yeah, for now, we'll dock. We'll incur the public order penalty as well. But so be it. And I want to stay at Sicily so we don't have to go too far away from KARALIS.
Ships to port.
So that'll give us a nice big healing benefit. We'll get rid of these guys. We're not needed. Even if a fleet came across, now that we have our boy crossing over, we're actually safe. So we can get rid of the mercenaries. A waste of money, but it was a, you know, it was a safety net, I suppose, of some sort. We'll just, can these guys come onto land? They can go to there. Akragas is protected. This place will be okay. So I reckon, let's just go here. We'll do patrol stance. We're in range of our city, so they'll be okay. What can happen now with many armies on this island is supply could get low. I don't think it will, but it's a big food island, actually, so that's helpful. But that would be something I'd normally be a little bit wary of, having too many armies in one place. These guys, we don't have that nice public order effect anymore. Guerrilla activity, -7 public order from enemy characters. This guy. That's frustrating.
Commander.
What level is he? He's level 4. Could our guy do anything against him? Assassination. There's a 17% chance of a positive outcome. That's not good enough. And can't do subversion. Ugh. What about...
What do you wish of me?
Just out of curiosity, you can't even click it. Ugh. I was just thinking maybe might have something there. Where's our other agent? Oh, she's out at sea here. She's only level 3. Nemia, Henabarba. Kind of want to see what's going on at Taraco. The army is left. Okay. So the transports here, they can attack the city. That's fine. We're in the city. I'm happy for them to do that if they want to try it. If they start moving up to Eulalia, we'll rush up to face them, I suppose. Other than that, not much else going on. We have 10 grand. We still have 3 more turns of the public works. So we want to keep putting our money down on buildings. But we'll just wait for some of the buildings to maybe finish. Will any of them finish in that time? Not really. Oh yeah. Oh, it's great. All of KARALIS has been cleared. Yeah, so we want a public forum in at least 2 places. Do we want the suburbia? The industry? A tile factory and amphora factory. Wealth from agriculture. 40% wealth from all commerce. Wow. 16% wealth from commercial stimulation, the edict. I don't think I'll be doing that here. Industry would be the one to lean on, if possible, because there's an iron mine on the other, what's it called? Island. But is there anything that modifies industry? So I just have to check that really quickly. 16% wealth from industry if you go with a slave trader. But it comes with many negatives. Many drawbacks to that building. 16% wealth from agriculture, 16% wealth from tariffs, and wealth from commerce. So this is our commerce, agriculture, 40% wealth from livestock agriculture, and this is industry. Industry here, maybe? Nope. So maybe just this one. Might just be the slave complex. There might be some other building that does it. This is wealth from industry, but it's only if you use the commercial stimulation edict. So that would be good, but you're only going to get a limited amount of edicts, and you wouldn't use it on just a 2-region province. Not really. So I don't know if I should even bother going down that chain then. We might just make this like a little stable region. It has its iron mine, whatever. So 2 of these, maybe just even an aqueduct would be good, yeah, but we can't build that just yet. Why not? We need this. Oh, wow. Can't even build level 1. I guess we have one over here already. It's annoying because we have this and I can't do anything with it, so I'm going to be a little cheesy. If you leave that, it'll cause slums to appear, like a province that is expanded but nothing has been built in it. So slums will appear, and that hurts public order and consumes a lot of food. So I'm going to put in a building, but before it completes, I'm going to get rid of it. It wouldn't be the worst thing if it finished anyway, but I'll get rid of it until we get this unlocked. So this is going to give us growth and sanitation. Let's go with this one first then. 4 turns, that's 3 still remaining. You don't lose the progress, so that's okay. And then of course there's the ports. So we can build this up to be the shield maker that I wanted from a while ago. This could be a commercial port. Alright, we'll see how we get on with that. Any other news? Households expanding. Statue of Jupiter for Lucius Cornelius Scipio. Excuse me, our admiral has become better at taxes. Good. Kind of helps, seeing as he's sitting in the town right now. Alright, not much else. I'll end one more turn and then we'll have to leave it there and see how, and just, you know, progress with the next video. But let's just have a little look at the next turn to see the situation. Alright, an assassination plot. A spy tells you that a politician from a rival party is plotting your assassination. I don't know who I am. I guess I'm Lucius Julius Libo, right? Faction leader. We can hire some bodyguards, jail the suspect, or promote the suspect. Hire some bodyguards. Might look weak, though. Look like we're, what's the word? Paranoid. Jail the suspect, promote the suspect. I was going to say it's very Caesar-esque, but he did get assassinated, so I don't know about that. Okay, let's promote the suspect. Strange one, but it's like, oh, you're having problems? You know, we're going to give you some favors, and maybe you'll feel less inclined to cut off the hand that feeds you, or whatever the saying is. Enemy fleets with 1 unit, and then transports still chilling here. It might be up to you guys to decide whether or not we kill them. I should be able to read any comments before the next video. Can they reach land and reach my army? I don't think so. They're patrolling, so it's hard to tell. Soon we'll upgrade all these troops and move across to Carthage. The other army is just chilling outside Sardinia. Faction destroyed. The Arabian pirates. Sicily are in trouble, which makes sense because we've docked our fleet in there and they're very unhappy about that. These guys cause a bit of a ruckus when they get off the ships. These guys are still chilling on the coast. They're still chilling there. Enemy transports. Don't know where the fleet's gone. The main Carthaginian fleet that was in the Cothan with 14 units. They seem to have vanished. They can go really far, so it makes sense that they can quickly just go out of our view completely. Right, not much else to really report. I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. So I know it took up a bit of time with that battle, but I hope people don't mind. I thought it was kind of fun to look at. And I'm just flicking through these. That looks okay. It is tempting to start giving some money to Greece just to bolster our relations with these guys. Especially Corinth, because they're not going to have anything really keeping them happy. They're not at war with Carthage like Epirus is. So they're just like slowly being like, why are we giving our money to Rome? And it's like, well, because they could be under the protection of Antigonidae, because they are defensive allies with them. They're well protected there. Anyway, I'll have to think about that. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the next one. I guess sink this army. More for them for just sitting around doing nothing. I'd like 2 armies to come at me, bro, and we defend. The longer we sit here, the worse the public order gets. If I step out, then what they could do is come on land, siege the town, and then this one could come up and attack the town, and our army wouldn't get to fight. It's like a really weird sort of mini glitch in the game. It's a way of like ignoring the army that's next to the town if you besiege it with 1 and attack it from like the sea. So I don't want them to do that, so I'm sitting in the town for now, even though it hurts public order a little bit. As for this one, there's no such problem here. We have 2 armies now in Sicily and a fleet, so I'd like to just clear this and start making a play for Africa. as daring as that may be, because we're going to have armies, I'm sure as soon as we land, we'd have these armies descending on us. Now, these towns here, Carthage, Thapsus, LPQY, and Eurfanta, the whole province is really elongated along the coast. So it's a nightmare to lock it down with your culture and keep it happy, and you have rebellions and stuff. So, and then we have all of these guys inland, they're going to be wanting to fight us. So we really need at least 2 armies to go over there. At least 2 armies plus a fleet. I think that'd be good. If I could do 3, that'd be great, because we could like keep one outside of nearly every town there. So that's just what I'm thinking at the moment. I'd also like to really just start thinking about going north, honestly. I don't like fighting Carthage. It's a bit repetitive. But going north, you actually like stirring up the tribes of the north is the best way to fight as Rome and DEI, because you just have such huge volume coming at you all the time. It's really fun. But anyway, we'll see how that all goes. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.